Ron Mittelstaedt has served in numerous leadership roles throughout his career in this industry, but his most notable is the founding of Waste Connections in September of 1997. Using a loan from the Golden State Bank and private investment from several individuals, including himself and his wife Darren, Ron created the company that now has become a $21 billion enterprise and has created more value for his shareholders than any other solid waste company in the past 20 years. Waste Connections is now the third largest integrated waste company in North America. From its early beginnings in Vancouver, Washington, to the 500 operating locations and 16,000 employees today, Ron has reviewed and approved every deal. He consistently demonstrates an ability to treat people fairly and works with drivers and vice presidents with the same even-handed approach. An example is bonus payouts. Ron has consistently paid bonuses to the field before any money is allocated to corporate executives. Ron has supported more than a dozen charities personally and was a moving force behind Waste Connections' annual Christmas Bike Build, which encourages employees to donate and build thousands of bicycles for needy children and military families every Christmas. Through its golf tournament, Waste Connections donates nearly $600,000 per year in regional youth and women's charities in and around the Houston area. The Ron and Darren Mittelstaedt Foundation has donated over $10 million to various local charities serving at-risk youth. For his skillful leadership, his vision, and role as a true industry pioneer, we welcome Ron Mittelstaedt to the NWRA Hall of Fame.
Good morning, everyone. First, for any of you drivers or operators that thought you were nervous, you're not alone. Let me first express my appreciation, gratitude, and thanks this morning to both the award committee of the NWRA as well as the Board of Trustees for this recognition. I'd like to recognize and congratulate all the men and women who have so deservedly been honored this morning. I'd especially like to congratulate my fellow inductees, Kenny Burkett and John and Doug Casella. These three gentlemen are not only icons and visionaries of our industry, they are three of the finest men of character one will ever have a chance to meet. I am honored to be recognized with each of them. The past nearly 29 years in the industry has been many things for me, but mostly it has been a tremendous blessing. A blessing because of all the tremendous people I've had the opportunity to work with, play with, and come to know. People and the memories you create with them are what matters and the only thing you take away in life. This industry's greatest attribute is its people. Hardworking, salt of the earth, giving, caring people. This morning is one of the rare moments where I find myself somewhat at a loss for words. Getting here was a journey. There are many people with whom I have worked alongside that have made this day possible. The list is long and my time is short. So to all I've had the pleasure of working with, to you I say thank you. I do, however, want to recognize some specific people. I'd like to thank Chuck Wilcox, my first RVP at BFI, for giving me a chance to become a district manager so early in my career. From Chuck, I learned P&L management, hard work, and passion for leadership. I'd like to thank Rod Proto, who hired me after BFI at Santa Fe and gave me a chance as a regional VP. From Rod, I learned the M&A side of our business and how to rapidly integrate acquired operations. These two individuals are large figures in my first 9 years in the business. But then came Waste Connections, my past nearly 20 years of work. Firstly, I'd like to thank my wife, Darren, of nearly 27 years, for allowing me to put up every dollar we had, and then on top, putting up our house as collateral for the debt to get Waste Connections going. You've always been supportive, taking care of our family, and allowed me the opportunity to drive forward with the company. For all of these, I cannot thank you enough. By the way, I recently got the debt off our house. I want to thank my senior executives, who many have been with me since virtually the beginning. Steve Bauk, Daryl Chambliss, Worthing Jackman, David Hall, Jim Little, Eric Hansen, Pat Shea, Rob Nielsen, Phil Rivard, Brent Ditton, Greg Thibodeau, and Scott Schreiber. I'd like to recognize and thank all of our region staff, our district managers, our division VPs and controllers, and our corporate staff, many of who are here today. You all do the heavy lifting day to day that make everything happen. I'd like to thank our nearly 16,000 men and women who come to work each and every day and work so hard to fulfill our commitments and make us successful. Each of you are the real heroes in the company. This award is all of yours. I merely come up on stage to accept it on your behalf. And I'd like to thank the over 475 private company owners who have sold their family business to Waste Connections over the past 20 years. You took a real risk, and you have my commitments. We'll always try and be good stewards of what you built in your lives. A special thanks to the DePreys, the Murrays, the Stewarts, the Hickeys, the Novaks, and the LeMay families, to mention a few, who gave us your blessing so early on. I'd like to thank Tom Van Wielden and Larry Hank for allowing us the opportunity in the early 2000s to acquire divestitures after Allied acquired BFI. I'd also like to extend that same thanks to Jim O'Connor for giving us the same chance in 2009 after Republic and Allied merged. So many people have gone into creating what Waste Connections is today. I thank each and every one of you who are here this morning for your involvement in making this morning special for all who are fortunate enough to speak before you. All of you are a special blessing to me. To my family, I say what is too often thought, but not enough said. I love you very much. Thank you to all of you for your attendance this morning. God bless each of you, and have a hell of a WasteExpo.